After the entire forest around the JMT literally closed due to the creek fire, we hikers had no other option but to bid farewell to the trail. Our new trail family, bonded by the desire to continue, wasn't finished with our mighty conquest for backcountry bliss. We rerouted, for Washington, to take on the J section of the PCT that would provide equally difficult terrain and stunning scenery. The smoke that blocked our view of the Sierras was an ever-persistent reminder it was time to leave, and quick. After a much-needed fast food breakfast, we headed to Reno to meet up with Isaac and then made way for Snoqualmie Pass. That is, after one last food stop in Bishop for a delightful lunch. But sometimes, just as things get good, life throws an unexpected twist.
We're on our way to another adventure, and we're in the middle of an adventure and have broken down in, I don't even know where we are. So here we are, side of the road, and we're waiting for AAA. It's so fun.
My family at home was right to feel concerned. For one, Emily and I did almost get caught in a forest fire. And yes, we were road tripping with strangers. However, it was amazing how quickly our group came to know each other and become very close friends. Lil Fancy, Emily's old BMW, did almost burst into flames, but these difficult moments we encountered only brought us together, built us up, and gave us more to laugh about. The best part is that I can officially say I rode into the sunset on the back of a tow truck. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. This bump in the road gave us an extra night to ensure we had enough food to make it through 8 days of wilderness feasts, and to secure a reliable rental car for the remaining voyage. Preparing for this trip was like preparing for a week on the JMT in one day. Our option was to trust what we knew of the map, the miles, the terrain, and of course each other. We really didn't know what this trail had in store for us, but all we did know is that we were ready to take it on.
Here we are at our new trailhead. Not quite the same as the JMT, but you know, it's beautiful, sky's clear. Not to jinx it, knock on wood. We're excited.
We weren't just Morgan and Emily anymore. We were Cobus, Ricky, and Isaac too. I believe the moments on the JMT that brought this group together were not just circumstantial, but were simply meant to be.
We've just started our journey and already Reiki's dove into the blueberries.
Oh, look, that one looks delicious. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay, all right, get it, girl, get it. Here she goes.
Someone hold it back.
Show me, show me, show me. Yeah? Good morning, it's day 2 on the PCT section J heading north. We got booted off the JMT, so now we're gonna do the PCT. And we're really excited about it. It's fine. And so today we're hiking a whole 7 miles. Oh, yeah. And yeah, we're gonna, swim in a lake, have a spa day, treat yourself. We had bagels this morning. Well, some of us did, the lucky ones. And we're going to the Kendall Catwalk. I think that's all I need to say. It's been an adventure, my friends. Adventure on.
Emily has got a
Huckleberries.
farm in North Carolina.
Well, baby, will you want you to please be my honey bee? For you know that you were meant for only.
And so, the berry addiction begins. I'm not sure I could count the hours spent on picking delicious ripe huckleberries and blueberries. There was an endless supply of them, and well, we couldn't let them go to waste. Sometimes I wondered if we would ever reach our destination.
You gave me a charge and it felt so fine. Sent a thrill right up my spine. For you I would take an ocean trip. You're the little girl that makes
You know you've been eating too many huckleberries when...
I said my love you so. Yeah. Gave me a charge, it felt so fine. Sent a thrill right up my spine. For you I will take an ocean trip. You're the little girl that makes my heart flee. Will you want, should I believe, be my honey bee? For you know that you were meant for only me. I said my love you so. I said oh, my love you so.
A day. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is so beautiful.
They're a wild hamster.
Morning fresh blueberries and huckleberries. And you put it into your oatmeal. Makes for a delicious meal, doesn't it, Emily?
Delicious.
And how do you feel about it?
I feel good. Slightly cold, but good
Yeah.
about the blueberries.
Yeah, it's a score for sure. So we're gonna eat breakfast now. Good morning. It's day 3 of our splendid adventure here in the Alban Lakes Wilderness. Just woke up to a little smoke, of course, because what else would be different? We're headed to Spectacle Lake today. It's about a 10 8.5 to 11 mile stretch. I think it's mostly downhill, but you know, you never really know that either. I didn't study the map too good. It's not very good. But yeah, this is a great alternative. We're having a good time. Yeah, not a bad spot. Slept pretty good. Like I said, a little smoky. Can't really see behind me, but much better than ash falling and fires raging, and yeah, there's not much to complain about. It's quite pretty.
As it turns out, the smoke did follow us all the way from California. The humid air of Washington helped make it easier to breathe, but the smoke took away the vast mountain views this place is known for. It was like being on an island in an endless sea of clouds that encumbered each and every valley of a never-ending wilderness. It was actually quite incredible. As a group, we tried to remain positive, but as much as we didn't want to admit it, morale did drop a bit. We all coped with conditions in different ways. My method was to simply ignore it completely. I didn't want to hear any more about the damn smoke. But it was there, and regardless, we pressed on. It really was still incredibly beautiful, and we were happy just to be on a trail.
Hi! Have you been eating well? Oh. Okay. Bye. Just dug a cat hole and went back to like one of the only places, you know, that I feel was safe to do so. There was like, I don't really want to show you because it's kind of gross, because like people just literally did their business and then left all of their toilet paper and tampons and all their business, like turds, on top of the soil. And we're literally, I mean, I'm definitely 200 feet away from the water. It just makes me kind of sad to see it. And there's literally stacks of toilet paper everywhere. Like, you can just see it. So, when planning a trip, also, please make sure to understand when you go to the bathroom, you dig a hole, get it 6 inches or as close as possible, because sometimes it's rock solid, and if you're 200 feet from water and that's the only covering, like, just dig a deepest hole as you possibly can. Like, use some effort. And then do your business. Pack out your toilet paper, your tampons, your wipes, whatever. Pack it out. Because it doesn't degrade. It takes it forever to, even biodegradable toilet paper, it just doesn't deteriorate. So, I don't know. I just had to go off on a rant. So you come into nature, you be prepared in every aspect, including that. Because it pollutes our water, and that's gross. I filter my water. That'll wash down. It won't compost in the ground like it's supposed to. So, there's my 2 cents.
I just realized.
Copalis, did you get him?
I need a cracker now.
A cracker?
Like a firework cracker.
Oh, it's like,
away.
don't you feed it.
That is so funny.
Oh my goodness. Good job, Cobus. You got him.
He's coming back, I know that.
M15 or whatever type.
You get him.
They're the perfect size. You poke in the hole.
Cobus, there he is. Just kidding.
Good morning. It's day 3 of our little adventure on the, in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. Ugh. I just woke up. Good morning. It's day 3. It's a little smoky and cold. My sleeping bag is wet and none of my clothes dried. So I'm freezing. But that's okay. It's all part of the experience. But because of the smoke, we might have to pull out of the adventure. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bummed. I really like backpacking and being in nature and being freezing and, but it's been a fun journey so far, so we'll see what the group says.
Trouble it comes and goes. Trouble it finds a way, and I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Trouble it knows my name. Trouble knows where I stay, and I'm living. Yes, I'm living. Tell me everything, tell me everything, tell me everything. Gonna be. Keep on keeping on.
There is no bridge to cross this river. And so we will go here, to there, to there, to there. That's the strategy. Moral of the story is I was crossing so gracefully singing Phantom of the Opera and slipped in right as it hit the high note. So, in summary, you don't sing opera while crossing creeks.
It'll be alright, 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 it'll be alright.
Just filled up some water. We decided to keep hiking because we're just not done yet. So, it's actually beautiful. Still kind of smoky if you can't see that, but overall, it's just been lovely. We finally filtered water for the last time until we go up this pass? I don't know. And after we make it to a pond, we're just hoping we've got some water. Excuse me, God. So, just happy to be on the trail still, honestly. Really happy.
I've heard many other hikers say it. On trail, you can feel the lowest of lows, and moments later, can feel the highest of highs. It's an emotional roller coaster, and all you have to do is hang on for the ride. What was a rough morning turned out to be a pretty great day.
Gonna be alright. I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey!
There's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. You're like mountain walruses. They are. Oh, you're so noble. Look at you. Is this your rock? Did you hate what we were doing? Yelling back there?
This is your home.
That's Simba and Nala.
It'll be alright, 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 it'll be alright.
Good morning. It's day 4 of our adventure in the Alpine Lakes wilderness. And we just keep climbing and climbing this mountain. It's beautiful. Oh, there's people coming. Oh boy. Gotta pull over. Anyways, as I was saying, these people were hauling ass up the mountain. I don't think I've ever seen people hike so fast up a hill. So, well, I was a little late on the get-go today. We got going. I think it's, what is it, 9:30? That's late.
It's lunchtime.
It's lunch. I'm already hungry. But behind me is just this beautiful...
Oh, it's me.
Anyway, so today we're hiking to Waptis, and it's like 10 miles or something. These 10-mile days just feel like nothing but a lot at the same time. So, just keep climbing. Slept pretty good last night. Just get like really bad anxiety at night. I don't know why. I feel like I'm suffocating in my tent. It's kind of scary. It's like a horror movie. So I'm pretty tired today. Anyway, it's a beautiful day.
It just wouldn't be fair to make a trek like this seem easy. There are some things about this hobby that really just kind of, well, suck. We try not to complain much, but there are some things worth a mention. For starters, I really wasn't sleeping. If I was lucky, I would get 4 to 5 hours of sleep each night, and that gets old very quickly. Backpacking does take a toll on your body. We all felt major pain in our shoulders, backs, and knees, but this really does just come along with the experience. Feet. Though every person in our group was fortunate enough not to get grueling blisters, the one complaint we all had at the end of the day was how bad our feet ached. Throbbing, aching, stinky feet. There is nothing more soothing than taking your trail shoes off, switching them out for camp shoes, and soaking your feet in ice-cold water. A wise backpacker we met on the JMT had said, "We really are all masochists out here."
Good morning. It's day 5 of... Ah, it's a Yeti! It's an Emily. She just told me that I stink really bad. She goes, "Ew." And I go, "What?" She goes, "You smell bad." So it's official. I smell really bad. Like, the thought of my own smell going up hills, like, physically makes me ill. But it's all part of the experience. So, anyway, last night, we hiked 15 miles to Deep Lake. We were going to camp at Waptis, but decided to whop its butt and hike another extra 7 miles up to Deep Lake. So that's where we are now. It's beautiful. It's not very deep, though. It's very misleading. Anyway, met This very nice person named Dirty Fedora, he gave me a trail name, but I didn't accept it. It was a Ute, and I'm just not a Ute because I didn't go to college at University of Utah. So anyway, that's just a lot of rambling. So today we have about 11 miles. We're going to go to the Deception Lake. We have to climb up there, Cathedral Pass, so that will be exciting. And yeah, we also do Deception Pass today too, but it's very small, so I don't think it'll be too bad. But we've only got 3 more days. Just think I'm ready to go home. I mean, this whole thing has just been so emotionally exhausting, but also very rewarding because it's so gorgeous out here. Smoke seems to be going away today. It's just rainy, so yeah, that's good. Okay. I've been recording for so long. Back, let's go. She's eating berries.
As you walk down so many different changing roads, may the sunlight follow you wherever you go. May the laughter greet you like a morning song. And when you lay your head, may it feel like home. In the highs and in the lows, moving fast or moving slow, may your rooms be filled with light, and may peace be by your side. Filled with wonder every day. The life be so good that the stories fill up every page. And as the north wind leads you to some distant shore,
We've made it. Deception Lake.
By your side, in the highs and in the lows, moving fast or moving slow, may your
The coffee ritual. A staple routine for most backpackers, myself included. Morning coffee is like a warm hug from everything that makes me happy. A blissful taste of home.
Good morning. It's day I have no idea. Honestly. Like, I don't even know. It's our second to last day on the PCT section. Our little adventure. We camped at Deception Lakes. It was so pretty. Had a nice swim. Well, more like a fall-in lake. Nice sleep right by a little creek. And yeah, I tried to have scrambled eggs for breakfast, but they were really gross. So I ended up wrapping mashed potatoes in a tortilla with some bacon bits. And it was really good. But it also rained on our laundry. And it's kind of humid. So none of my clothes have dried. So they're all on pack. And well, yeah, not hiking in them. So we're off up Piper Pass to Mig Lake. And so far it's a beautiful morning. Here we all are. We just had a delicious lunch. I had 2 tortillas today with peanut butter and Nutella. We just literally like hiked up 800, how many feet in elevation?
About 800.
800 feet in elevation in 0.6 miles. It was some of the hardest switchbacks we've done this whole trip, but this lake is amazing. So beautiful. So we're on to our last campsite for the trip. It's so sad. It's been so pretty. Anyway, bye.
The last campsite. A dreaded but welcome moment. It's a feeling of mixed emotions that is rather confusing. I was sad it was over, but honestly excited to return to the normality of life at home, including my husband, who I missed terribly. This trip wasn't just physically exhausting, it was mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually taxing too. Beginning with the hell that 2020 brought, then the stress of smoke initially jeopardizing the hike altogether, to the creek fire kicking us off the JMT, a car breakdown, and that same daunting smoke following us to Washington. I felt as though I was tossed into the spin cycle of a washing machine. I was exhausted. But after all is said and done, I was honored to have this experience of a lifetime. Honored to be able to admire staggering scenic beauty of not just one mountain range, but two. Mostly, I was honored to hike with some of the most incredible people I have ever known. Through all the miles, there is one thing that continuously engulfed my thoughts almost entirely. My husband. Everyone has their own panorama of thoughts that cycle through their brain through those endless miles of isolation, but the common theme on this trek between us all seemed to revolve around family. I missed my better half, with every fiber of my being, and there is something so powerful about that. Having the support from loved ones, coworkers, and friends to back your ambitions and aspirations is something to feel gratitude for. The gratitude I felt in these last moments was unsurpassable.
Good morning. It's our last day at camp. Well, actually our last day on the trail. There's Copalis. And we're hiking 7 miles today. Had a lovely last breakfast of donated oatmeal from Isaac because I ruined my egg concoction. And so that was very nice. Picked some fresh blueberries to put in oatmeal with also some donated blueberries from Copalis. It's very nice. It will be missed. And it is bittersweet. But we're on our way out. And it's just absolutely beautiful this morning. We camped at Mig Lake last night. Had some beef stroganoff for dinner, which isn't typically my favorite, but last night tasted better than ever. And yeah, we're headed out. The adventure's almost over.
Feel it now every time I leave. It hits me hard and it cuts me deep. I'm 1,000 miles from happiness, 1,000 miles from you. It's a far reach from you to me. I feel the time and the space between. It's 1,000 miles of loneliness.
The last tortilla.
1,000 miles from you.
So good. The last hill. Woo! Yay! Yay! Ski lift! Take us to the top.
It leads to you. I'm not around, but I'm not gone. I miss the bed you're sleeping on. I'm 1,000 miles from coziness, 1,000 miles from you.
Well, we're on the last stretch of our adventure here. We've hiked about 76 miles on the section J of the PCT. I think Emily and I have done a total of 180 miles combined over 16 days. It's been beautiful. But all we can really think about is, what are we going to do when we're off the trail? So I asked everybody what they're most excited for. I'm most excited for French fries and to see my family. Reiki?
Clean clothes.
Clean clothes. Emily?
Ice cream.
Cobus?
Ice cold Gatorade and ice cream.
Isaac?
You mean real hot food?
We're excited to be done, but it's been really fun.
My journey began in the Sierras, But reasons beyond my control led me to this moment with lifelong friends. We all come from different backgrounds, different beliefs, different cultures, but one commonality prevails. We all love to hike.
This nice man is going to give us a ride to Snoqualmie for a brewski. Who's excited for Snoqualmie? Here we go, we're out the pits.
The trail angel that picked us up from Stevens Pass dropped us off in hiker heaven, where I ate the only burger that has ever given me full body chills.
Smell each other.
All right, windows are down.
We stink. Officially.
Oh boy. Crank that air up, man. Max AC.
Emily's brother picked us up, drove me to a rental car, and I bid farewell to my trail family. My friends, it's been one hell of an adventure.
All the miles make the heart grow fond. There's 1,000 miles of fire.